Among the constructicon sets that I own, Mixmaster is always the one that suffers from the most severe design flaws. But today, that's going to change.
A mixture to die for!
MS-B38 Roller Master, the material fabricator in the squad. In his Magic Square version of Mixmaster, he's finally got a good robot mode that takes us back to G1 and better yet, presented in a modern rendition from Transformer Devastation. I am a big fan of character design of the game. All those G1 characters are still very simple and cartoony, but look much more dynamic and have way better proportions. And that's what makes this Mixmaster superior. It brings all those characteristics of the game design into creating this figure with the right features that were remembered. The face sculpt takes inspiration from the game with bigger eyes and a wider helmet. The mixing drum is collapsed into a smaller backpack and becomes more proportionate. And there's a fake drum accessory to make this even smaller, just like in some episodes in the cartoon, but I prefer the real drum. The wheels on the arms are replaced with Ninja Turtles' beefy muscles, just like in the game. And even these blocks on the hips on the G1 are still there. They become the gas tanks of the truck. Overall, the sculpt is very well done, arguably one of the best representations of G1 Mixmaster. The green color is very close to G1, cyber gray purple for the torso and the thighs. Except for the red and metallic gray, there's no other paint at all. Matte finish for that cartoony feel, and the entire figure is very clean, and I'm not sure if it is intentional. Mixmaster and Scrapper are heavier than the rest of the members. Maybe for better balance for the combined mode, I guess? When I was a kid, I believed Mixmaster was the toughest member in the team, all because of the word acid I learned from the Alien movies. Most of the recent Magic Square releases have outstanding articulations, and Mixmaster is no exception. Ball-jointed head, with the panel behind the head tilting back, there's room to accommodate the head movement, and that's just nice. The shoulder lifts 90, 360 rotation, and when this panel is unlocked, which is actually very easy and it becomes a problem, there is a butterfly swing forward about 90. 360 bicep cut, double-jointed elbow that goes a great range, ball-jointed hand but only with a rotation. The ab crunch goes 90 degrees, but it is by default locked with a tab on the back. 360 waist rotation, and Mixmaster could take some advantage of the ankle tilt of Devastator without breaking the sculpt too much. The skirt pieces move and give the leg space to move forward and backward 90 and outward 60. Here's the thigh rotation, full knee bend. The foot moves on a mushroom pack, which is a bit loose, and it tilts 90. So except for a few loose joints, I'm very happy with my most articulated Mixmaster. It's like, finally, he's catching up. And now, Mixmaster transform. transformation is a bit more involved than Scrapper, especially with some clever folding parts in the legs. The mixer truck is very faithful to G1, with a slightly thinner and longer mixing drum, clear windshield, which is pretty rare for a Magic Square release. Except for the windows, headlights, and rims, nothing else is painted on the truck. The mixing drum rotates, and with 6 plastic wheels, the truck runs like a champ. One thing about the truck though is the rear is not securely locked with the front. It's just the waist joint that holds them together, and that's just odd. But the good thing is, this truck turns. For the Constructicon set, I usually care more about the combined mode and pay less attention to the individual bots. But this first set of figures from Magic Square captured my attention with these 2 little guys from the very start. I like the looks, the articulations, the transformations, and most importantly, I start to like the scale more than I think. And as the engineering capacity helps shrink the Masterpiece Transformers into such a small scale, it's very good news for us collectors. And with that, I'll see you next week with the second set.